Hello and welcome. My name is Ajax Post and this is the Dynasty Chronicles episode number 19. Now, as you may recall, our two adults rather unexpectedly went off on a free vacation. I was going to let Carl go, but I didn't read the instructions properly and realised that every adult would go. So that includes Deborah Slade, who is a young adult, which means our two teenage girls, Dolly and Desirée, were left to fend for themselves. And Dolly in particular decided to, after school, go for a total makeover, and she's got a whole new look, hairstyle, outfits, everything. So that's going to be interesting to see how that plays in when the adults come back. Now, while you're away and before I sent them to bed, I had a makeover of their rooms as well, which I've been promising Desirée in particular for a little while now. Because both rooms still had a fair amount of the childhood furniture and decor, so I've changed that out, and they've got much more sort of grown up furniture. Can furniture be grown up? Well, it doesn't have all these sort of childlike animal decorations and stencils on it, so it's much more. It feels much more grown up, like a teenager might have. Not that I can remember being a teenager. It was, I'm afraid, a very long time ago. But one or two things I've left behind, like this little toy of Desiree's, and a few things like the butterfly wallpaper, butterfly curtains rather, in Dolly's rooms. But as you can see, some new furniture and a couple of new posters. I've kept the dressing up mirror here, which I think is rather nice, and I think Desirée would like that. And I'm going to assume that she's into good-looking young men, and this is custom content, and I'll try and put a link if I can remember where I got all this stuff from. Things like decor, it's so easy to lose in custom content, but I'll try and find if you don't have it and you fancy it, there's three of them, three of the main male stars of Vampire Diaries. Strange enough, all very pretty young men, but that's what people like to watch on television, and certainly young teenagers, I think, like Desirée might. Dolly's had that poster for a long time, but I found a couple of other things which I thought would fit in rather well with Dolly's decor. She's a vehicle enthusiast, so I was rather happy to find this photo of a big yellow cab, and I believe that's New York in the background there. Again, custom content, and also a poster which is a bit kind of it has a nice touch, both her vehicle enthusiast trait and also the sort of rebellious kind of thing. Comes from J.R. Ewing. Is that a real quote? I hadn't noticed that before. J.R. Ewing, of course, of Ewing Oil from Dallas, for those of us old enough to remember that classic TV series. I dare say it's on catch up and on repeat and on all sorts of the classic TV channels that there are out there. Anyway, let's get this game moving on. So they're asleep. Let's take the walls down again, and we'll catch up with them when they start to wake up. Okay, and we have our first riser, young Desirée. How's she feeling today? She had a bit of a mood swing yesterday, which I totally ignored, just like I did Dolly's in a previous episode. Dolly, as it turns out, I think it might have been reasonable to have her get a bit mean and moody on her mood swing day. But Desirée, I think, is much more, in fact, as her traits say. She's a disciplined kind of girl. I think she's much more calmer and in tune, and not so much prone. I mean, she's artistic, so I suppose there's the risk that she's got that sort of temperament. It's a strange phrase, artistic temperament, isn't it? What does it actually mean? Anyway, she's hungry, so let's go get her food. Should be some waffles left in there. Oh, she's going already. What's she decided to do? Oh, she's chosen the waffles. Well done, my dear. Right, so she's off to do that. Actually, it occurred to me, looking at Dolly asleep here still, and you can give them different outfits, obviously, for sleeping in than when going to a ball or something. But I don't think, I may be wrong here, that you can change. I think you can change the hair, but I'm not sure if you can change. Can you change the makeup they wear? Because I'm not sure even a rebellious young teen like Dolly would wear all her makeup, all that pink eyeliner and shadow and stuff, would actually wear that to bed. But there you are. Anyway, she'll be up in a moment. Let's catch up with Desirée, eating her waffles. Right, it's another school day. Now, are you going to clear up? Go on, there you are. Thank you. Hygiene's fine, so I think we'll just have her deal with her bladder need there. She wants to check the weather and becomes best friends with Dolly, learn to drive. She's going to need an adult for that. Come on, Dolly, I think you were the first one to bed. She had a very long day yesterday at school and obviously at the stylist salon, getting her makeover. What is she doing? Did I hear her crying and wailing? No, she does seem quite excited about something. A bicycle. Oh no, okay, you're not getting it well. You're not going to do any baking. You haven't got time for that. It's going to be school in an hour. So are there any leftover waffles for you? There you go. Okay. Now Desirée needs a little bit more fun in her life. She was running a bit short yesterday and I kind of sent her to bed before she completed her next painting. That shouldn't take too long to finish, so I'll let her take care of that. Am I the only one here who lets their Sims wander around their house in their nightwear until the very moment they have to leave for work or school or something? Of course, most people, most families, well, my family at least, we do tend to get dressed before we come down for breakfast or sit around and start the day. But in Sims, no, they're much more casual about it, aren't they? Okay, these clerks are really poor, aren't they, for turning up for work? It really is. Now, what will we have? It's a school day today, isn't it? So I think we will send them. Dolly didn't do her home. Actually, that was interesting. Well, she's completed the painting. It's only an $8, so 8 simoleon value. We'll put that on the wall in a moment. She's learning. She's artistic, so she's going to learn painting faster than your average sim. That's fine. Now I was going to check that. What was I going? I've completely forgotten. Mind like a sieve. Honestly. What was I thinking? Was it something about traits? I can't. My mind's gone. Oh no! Sorry, it was her performance. That's Desirée. That's her homework. She did. She's in a reasonably good mood, isn't she? Yeah. Well, it's a bit below the middle, a bit below average. But I would have thought her school performance meter would be better than that. Now Dolly didn't do her homework at all, but it's very good. That's not really fair, is it? Ooh. Well, we'll send them both off to school. So what's Desirée going to do? No, she wanted to check the weather. Shall I give her that? Check the weather. Yeah, you can do that. Okay. Oh, and Dolly is going to clean up after herself. That's fine. They're both quite good for hygiene. I think they had showers before I sent them to bed. But no, I want her to deal with that, and then you can go to school. Oh, look at that! Actually, the weather here in the UK, where I live, is very. It is quite sunny out today here. It's quite cold and windy. There's a storm over the sort of southern half of the country. A storm called Katie, as we named it. And Good Friday. Friday was a very nice day like today, very bright and sunny, but quite cool and windy. Yesterday the storm hit and it was really windy and wet and miserable. It's supposed to be wet today as well around here, but it's not. But it is going to be stormy again tonight and tomorrow. So real mix of Easter weather. Okay, so Desiree's done the watching TV thing. She can go to school. You're not taking phone calls this time of morning, not when you've got school to go to. Right, so we'll send those off to school. Oh, I'll pay the bill, I suppose I should. Don't really want the Repo Man coming round. Do you remember a film? Quite some. I can't remember the name. Is it Alex Cox was the director? A film called Repo Man. There was one more recently in the 2000s, but I'm thinking of one way before that, which starred. And what I'm going to do now is, because I can't remember and I do want to give you the details, they're off at school. I'm going to pause the game briefly here and I'll come back. I shouldn't tell you this, should I? I should have paused it without saying and then just had the names immediately to hand. So, so you'd think I've got a memory, not like a sieve at all, which I have. I'm just going to pause it very briefly here and do a little bit of a Google for this film. Okay, so our two girls are off to school for the day, and I was talking about a film called Repo Man, and from 1984. I was right, directed by Alex Cox, and it also starred, I knew it was one of the Sheens, it starred Emilio Estevez and Harry Dean Stanton, and it was a really kind of wacky kind of film, which kind of had a surreal kind of feel to it. I remember one particular scene in a supermarket where they were just selling tins of stuff, and rather than have this is a tinned ham or a tin of beef bourguignon or whatever, the tin was simply labelled meat or fruit or something like that. It was all very kind of surreal in that kind of sense, but it was kind of wacky and offbeat and brilliant. And there was another film in 2010 called Repo Man, which was quite different. I haven't seen it, but it looked awful. So that's me prejudging something probably. If you like the 2010 film, why not let me know? Tell me what it was about and why it was so good. If it was any good, that is. If it wasn't, then, well, you can tell me that too. Okay, so Dolly's got a writing club thing come up here. She going to be an author? She's not. She's going to be a zoologist. I mean, that is... Oh, I can't switch to her character here, but she's going to be a zoologist kind of person. I don't think writing is part of that. And to be honest, at the moment, she's not terribly interested in school. So we're going to refuse that one. And Dolly, she's going to put in a normal effort. Okay, now something for Desirée. A cultural interview. Is asked to do a research, interview a sim from France, and get the scoop on their homeland. Ooh, can we do that? Now that's it says go to France. Now, if there's a tourist here from France, will that do? Interesting. She is the youngest, and I mean, you do go on school holidays. I remember one of my. I'll accept that. One of my most interesting memories from my early school days is we took a trip across to Boulogne, just across the channel basically, of course, in France, very quick and easy to get to, and my French was very much sort of high school, grammar school. I went to a grammar school, secondary school French, and wasn't terribly good, so I was a bit hesitant, but we were keen to try it out. So hang on, I'll get back to that in a second. So all the teenagers in your household will be taking a field trip to the Spectre Family Mausoleum tomorrow. And they will... Well, that sounds like fun. Let's do that. If I do that, will that happen before the adults get back? Will I have no Sims to play with? Ooh, that's going to be... No, I don't know. I don't know. Do it and see what happens. Okay, so what was that? Oh, the trip to Boulogne. Yes, went to France and tried my best in the patisseries and boulangeries and other names of shops which I can't remember in France, and tried my very best, very basic French. And they just looked at me and said, very, very sort of politely, as if to say, "Ah, bless, they're trying," and then spoke back to me in perfectly good English. And I thought, well, why the heck am I bothering? I don't know. So I kind of gave up. So I've now got the approach. Oh dear, Desiree's fun is still low. What can we do to have her fun? Does she want to do a cardio workout? Well, I'll put that there anyway for the moment. I think she's going to go home and she's going to sit in front of the TV. That's what we're going to. And she knows she can play computer games, can't she? Or do something on the TV. Let's just check what's going on at home. So we'll just have her play. We'll have a chat with somebody actually. Or is there anything else we can do here? No, not really. We'll have a chat with somebody, anybody. And Dolly, her fun's, that's what you get for having them work normally at school, isn't it? Her fun's not so good either. But I think what we might have her do. Now, I ignored a wish yesterday in the game terms in yesterday's game, to group up with Sergio, her stylist at Barney's salon. I wonder if he will be up for a chat and a quick trip somewhere. Yeah, let's see if we can do that. Now, does she actually know him? He's probably an acquaintance. Ah, there he is. Let's invite him out. Let's see what happens anyway. So there we go. Oh, choose a destination. Oh, where should right. Where should we have them go? To a park. It's a lovely day out, isn't it, actually? But then again, she did want to go shopping, didn't she? Do you think he'd be up for that? No, we'll do the shopping a little bit later. Let's fight. She's not going to a bar. She's a bit too young for that, I think. We've done the bakery. Don't want to go there. Let's go to a coffee house. No. Oh, let's go to. There's a festival thing going on over here. Summer festival. Let's go there. Now, of course, the risk is he's actually at work. So. Oh, he is. Oh, that's annoying, isn't it? So, what can we have her do? What are her needs like at the moment? She does want some fun. So, what we'll have her do, I think. What she could do, actually. I was thinking we might do this. Is I'll send her home. I'll let her go home. And give her something to do there. Well, they could have called the bus, couldn't they, really? But they're going to take taxis again. Hey ho, that's the game. Is she? Oh, she is taking the bus. Oh, thank you, good. Whereas Desirée took a taxi. I don't know. So Desiree's going to play on the computer, talk to somebody. Now, what I thought we could have is our fixer-upper car here is all working very nicely, but it is a little bit slow. So we might want to increase the speed of it, see if we can make it go faster, which I think you can, can't you? You can tune it up. So, can we work on car engine? Let's do that. Now, with any luck, that will be a fun thing for her to do. Right, it's looking like fun already. Because it's not work as such. Oh, shall I actually get her changed? Oh, she'll be fine in that outfit, won't she? I think that's her. I've given her some reasonably smart outfits, but this is her most sort of casual, her most sort of lolling around at home outfit. She's going to be a bit grubby, I imagine, from messing around on the car engine, but she's loving it. Fun's going up, and likewise. Bang that engine, girl! That's it. Force it into submission. And Desirée there is chatting away, having a jolly good time doing something or other. Let's speed it up a little bit. Right, so what we've got here. Thank you, Dolly. common household objects are built with so many widgets and what's it these days that something breaking is inevitable. With hammer in hand, Dolly will hopefully be able to fix any mechanical or electrical situation gone awry, and perhaps make some things just a bit better in the process. That's good. So what does that mean for her skill set? Yay, handiness level 1. How's that looking? Yeah, actually repaired nothing yet, but I'm sure she'll get there. But that's good. She's kind of following in her father's footsteps. She'll want to clean these as well. Actually, they're hers, so she should take care of them. Now she does still need to. Oh, I've got rid of the insect thing, haven't I? Actually, what she could do, oh, I'm thinking here. Can you hear the cogs going? Right, I think she'll come back and have. No, we'll carry on doing that actually. Ooh, Desirée learned that Jessica is single. Whoever Jessica is, I don't know. Interesting how it only lights up the rooms they're in. Curious, isn't it? I always used to think it would light up the whole of that floor. Well, that's good. That's very ecologically friendly of them, isn't it? You know. Oh, is she feeding that? Oh, excellent. She's fed. That one's Franny, wasn't it? Oh no, Desiree's not going to do that. Dolly is. She's the one there. Phil, thank you. Oh, she didn't. What was she doing? What was that packet she was waving in there? I don't know. Maybe it's some automatic cleaning thing. That's the food. Okay. Oh dear, Dolly, Desiree just met a troll, I think, online. Banger in frustration. Okay, Dolly, you've been a bit got a bit grubby, so give yourself a shower. Okay, that's good, and then we'll get you and Desiree down to eat. I think Desiree can start playing a game. She's had enough talking to people. Okay, how does that fit into her skills? It doesn't particularly. Actually, would a racing game improve her athletic skill? Sports game. Oh, Adrian. Sorry. I'm just too haphazard with my mouse. Oh, got it. Right, there you are. Right, okay, Dolly's in the shower still. No, it's probably not going to have an impact on her athleticism, but she will become a nerd by the look of it. Right, go on down. Eat some leftover waffles, and Desiree can do the same. There we come. Pitter patter, there you go. And Desiree's done with that. Old Fun's looking a lot healthier now. It's not even 7 o'clock in the evening yet, and they're both feeling quite tired. Don't really want to send them to bed too early. So here they are, young girls, having a meal together.
Neeb neeb, Sharkuni.
Well, you tell her. I'm not a child anymore. Or whatever that thought bubble was meant to refer to. Very different girls as well, I think, they're going to be. Don't give me that. Oh, where's her eye makeup gone? That's interesting. Is she going to do her homework now? And Desiree, oh, I love these Sims. Understand me and what my thinking about them is. So I'm thinking Desiree is the, as it were, the good girl of the family. Very conscientious. So she's doing all the but she's not started her. There she goes. So she's done the cleaning up. So they'll carry on with their homework. They will come back to them when they've done. Okay, so Dolly has finished her homework. I'm still concerned about where her eye makeup has gone. Curious. Does makeup only last one day? There are so many things about this game that I really don't understand or haven't played, or that's part of the fun of it, isn't it? It's such an open world. Can I use that in this context compared to some other games which we No, stop it, Adrian. I'm getting silly. Right, so she was going to. I think she needs to start getting a group of friends together, establishing a social circle. Now she'll see if Sergio here. It's 9 o'clock at night, so hopefully he's left work by now. So you're going to give. I wish they could make phone calls sat down, but they always seem to have to stand up and pace around. Ah, excellent, right. He is available. They are talking. That's good. Her energy is very low. It's gone 9 o'clock, so I think we will be able to send her to bed. And Desirée, she's going to need a shower, I think. Yes, I know you're tired, but homework has to be done. We won't get good grades without it. And, I mean, she's still getting a very low performance meter. That really is disappointing. No, you're not going to bed. Let me just send you upstairs to the shower. There you go. You have a shower and then you can go to bed. She might be conscientious, but she doesn't make her bed. Now my mother would have told me off for that. Definitely. But then Desirée doesn't have a mother as such now, since Marlia's demise, and Deborah's not home. Are you tired? I think she's tired. Oh, go on then, go to bed. There you go. Extreme sleep. Right, so I'm not sure. Does it tell you when they're coming back? Well, they're not actually in the game at all. So 2 days. So they should be back tomorrow, I think. Which hopefully means the girls can go on their after school trip or whatever it is, and I'll have some Sims to play. I'll leave her bladder for there, and there we are. There we are. It's another day over. So what have we achieved today? Not a great deal. Can I just check? Her makeup's back on. I don't understand this game. I really don't. Oh dear, notifications coming in. A sale at the DD Community Museum. I really must send someone back there to complete the tomb. But it always seems to have a sale on. I know stores like that around here. And oh, now that's a lovely lot. The Ajax Antiques and Reclamation. A good friend on the Daily Deal thread in the Sims forums. I think it was. There was another thread that I was taking part in where we created builds and Sims for each other. Just sort of share. We can just share things we love about the game, and someone created an antique lot for me, and it really is gorgeous. Now I will show that at some point soon, and show you around that, because it was lovely, and I'm so grateful to that. And there's so many awesome simmers around the community who just love to share. Even if it's just gameplay ideas and tips, or actually express creativity in building lots and creating sims and telling stories, and it's just such a fabulous community. But anyway, I think this will take down to a sensible runtime, so I will stop this here. So the girls coped on their own. We've got something exciting for them to do tomorrow, and we will see that, I imagine, in the next episode of the Dynasty Chronicles. So thank you so much for watching. It's great to have you here with me. By all means, if you like the video, give me a like. Well, give the video a like, not necessarily me perhaps, or comment, or of course if you haven't already, please do subscribe, and you can follow the story directly through that. So from me, for now, from the Dynasty Chronicles, it's bye for now.